Howdy, fellow adventurers. So we have another treat for you today. I am spending the day with some friends and fellow shantyboaters. They're just starting out. They're building their shanty boat now, but we will eventually do a Nose and Beagle interview with them. And I've always been intrigued with this little town that I've seen on a map. It's called Tolu, Kentucky. It's really close, or I think on the Ohio River. I've always wanted to see it. I've never quite been able to get there, and today we're going there. So you're coming with us, and it's going to be awesome. Stay tuned.
That's actually the best case scenario. I know sometimes they cross over.
So it's just a ride.
I don't know if the barge is still here.
So it's West Side Story. So it's just a ride. Hey man.
This is the barge that goes across the river. That's Illinois over there. And I'll look this up. I'm not sure if it still runs. Maybe it just runs seasonally, but for now they just lay it up on the side of the river right here. There's a little side stream right here coming into the Ohio. And of course I see it and I just think, bringing in the barge, coming right here, tied to the riverbank. Home for as long as you want. Let's move to Tolu. Okay, we're going to do a Beagle walking tour of Tolu, Kentucky, right on the Ohio River. Old sidewalks upheaved and taken over. I'm going to try to explain to you why I like little towns like Tolu. So, we got more of these sidewalks that are just not much left of them. We got a little bench over here. Someone was nice enough to put a little bench. And it says, "Welcome home, dedicated 7/23/83. I do believe this is the old post office. As I'm walking around here, I'm noticing that there are some signs that there are people who think like I do. I'm not the only one. And they want little getaways. Usually they see them more as like getaways from their more hectic, city, suburban life. And then they find these little towns and they buy a little house cheap, and then they just come up and pop the hatch, once in a while. And there's some places that are kind of fixed up like that. I can kind of tell they're like just little getaways, and their Ontonogans become that as well. I'm guessing this was a store at one time because of that. I've got a little creek here with a little bridge. Okay guys, so we've decided we're going to go to Cave and Rock, which is another cool spot. It's got a ferry that goes across the Ohio River from Cave and Rock, Illinois, over here to Kentucky. And Pam and Roy know of a place over there we're going to have lunch. I hear they have catfish, so I'm sold. Stay tuned.
There's the state park is up there.
Okay, check this out, guys. So the way this ferry works, it's on a pivot right there, and it backs up and swings around. Look at that. Genius. And then now we're going to Illinois. Okay, now is the time in the video where I'm going to tell you about a product. So, hopefully you trust me by now that if I am sharing something with you guys, it's because it's actually working for us and it's improved our lives and our lifestyle. So, this would be a good example of that. Let me turn. So I was down here in the nose of the boat getting some stuff for some of the chores we're doing today, and this is a perfect time to tell you about the Wattcycle 12 volt 620 amp hour lithium battery. This thing is an absolute beast. Now, we had a Vader 460 amp hour for quite a while, and we loved it, and it had no problems. And I told Wattcycle that, our representative, that, you know, I'm not, it's, I have no problem with them. And we sent that one on to Donovan and Debbie on the water bug. And if you go over to their channel, they will probably talk about it. And Donovan knows what he's doing. He's probably the most useful, resourceful, techie guy that I think in the shanty boat community that I know of. So it went to a good home. But the reason, so we have no complaints about the Vader, but how can we say no to an even bigger battery? This thing is an absolute beast. It just barely fits into my little battery slot here. I had to kind of move some stuff around, but I'm gonna turn the phone around. You know, there are ways to get almost unlimited amp hours if you want to put your batteries in a series and you want to connect them. You can take a whole bunch of 100 amp hour batteries and pile them up as much as you want. People run homes doing that. But if you want to just have one battery and keep everything really simple, there starts to become a limit to how big that battery can be for weight reasons, like being able to just, move it around. I mean, you should have seen me putting this one in the nose of the boat. 150 pounds can get pretty heavy when you're 53 years old and you're, not in the greatest shape in the world. So, but it's manageable still. I moved it around, obviously, put it in there. And, well, let me turn the phone around. We have not seen our charge controller dip below 13.1. And that is on multiple cloudy days. That's at 13.5 right now. We're running our IceCo all the time, which is another company we love. And we run our Starlink all the time. So this battery's getting the job done and then some. So if you're building a shanty boat or you have an RV or a schoolie project, this kind of off-grid lifestyle, and you're looking for just a monster and you're going to keep it all 12 volt, then we're having really good luck with this so far. We're loving it. So we have a discount link below. We have a discount code, and I'll put a link in the description. Check them out. Wattcycle. We're using the 12 volt, 628 amp hour. Thing's an absolute beast, and it's working awesome. So thanks for listening. Back to the program.
That was hematite.
Right.
Quick.
We're the new shanty captains.
Okay, wait a minute. He's not doing it yet.
Oh, he's probably doing
Right.
it.
Hi, I'm Pamela Buick,
And I'm Roy Buick.
and We discovered all the shanty boats sometimes in early November on YouTube, and we've been following Brenton, and we were so excited with all of the captains that we have met that we are now building our own shanty boat. We bought a pontoon about 3 weeks ago, and Roy has designed it already what it looks like, and we're going to be our own shanty boat captains.
We're the new ones.
We're going to be the new ones. We're going to be co-captains, because I'm going to be a captain too.
Let me show you guys our haul from the day. So we got this at Yoder's. This rolled oats, meat sticks. All of this is like so fairly priced too. We got honey butter, $4.50. We got this big old slab of Swiss cheese for like $4.50. We got a bunch of venison from Pam and Roy. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Plus we got venison meatloaf with gravy. Oh, we got apple butter. And then check this out. Maple syrup from Kentucky. Local maple syrup. $10. That's it. $10. And Pam is an artist. And I mean it. You just have to see their house and for proof. But she sewed... I got this material from a thrift store for next to nothing, and I showed it to her when they were visiting Birdsong, and she said, "Here, let me take that." And she made a curtain for this window right here, so we can stay warm. And with the rest of it, she made a pillow. She also painted that.
No way is this my train to Curte de Agnes. No way. Curte de Agnes.
This is kind of a hard place to come to shore because it doesn't have much depth, it's cold, and I have to get in with my bare feet or my water shoes, and it's like, my feet are numb, so we got to do it though. We're taking Wavey to shore, but this will be the last time. We're leaving this morning. Maybe we'll find a better spot tonight. We have no idea where we're going to end up today, so stay tuned. This is the deepest spot I can find. I did throw a couple of rocks out to step on, but it doesn't really work. It's still cold. I still get wet. And I missed my rocks. They're right over there, and I think the water table even came up, so they're submerged anyway. So here we go. If you remember my video I made about how this is simple life, but it's not the easy life, here's an example. Yes, it's cold. Not as cold as yesterday, though. I have a little towel on the dink. I'm putting my shoes on and getting the sand off. The trials and tribulations of a shanty boat captain. Got a couple bags of garbage. Gonna put in the dumpster right there. We're gonna get a couple miles in this morning before we go back and make some breakfast and then get back on the water. It actually is a nice day to travel. I'm glad I took the couple days off because it was windy and the wind was coming at us. So just happened to all work out. Okay guys, well I'm trying to decide whether we want to get back out on the water today. I mean I really do because we've been here for 3 days now. Here, I'll turn the phone. You might be able to see, we're still at anchor obviously, but got the wind coming in from that direction. We'd have to get either over on, here I'll show you. We are currently right there, Hurricane Creek. And I'm thinking about moving down to this one. They call this a first-class harbor, now that I understand what that means. And there probably is lots of nooks and crannies and even some islands to get behind, so we're out of the wind. And just also a change of scenery. I'd kind of like to get someplace close to maybe like a store or something. I can go grab a couple things, though it's not needed. We're making venison tacos this morning. Got lots of venison. Yeah, I guess I was right. The water did come up a little bit, about a half a foot. So I rolled up all the curtains so I can see where we're going. I am warming up the workhorse. I'm having to drive over the anchor again, guys. I just can't get that up. It's just, after a couple days, it just settles down in the clay and the mud, and you can't bring it up by hand. Going into this tight entrance exit right now. You always hope these cans haven't moved because it's pretty tight. So we're back out on the river, as you can see, and I'm eyeballing either in here or there's a bridge right here, and I'm thinking one of these coves right here, Canton. Well, as I expected, we were going to have some side winds. We're actually kind of being hit on the starboard corner, but I've seen a whole lot worse. I'm not really worried about this, but we're going slow. We're only moving 5 miles an hour. I'm sorry, 4 miles an hour. And you can see way up there, possibly. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. There's that bridge. That's where those two coves are at, and we're going to aim for those. We're not going to make it very far today. We've got a barge coming our way. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to where we're aiming for today. You can see these have some tight entrances. So this can be really shallow, even for a shallow draft boat. But we are going to creep into here. I'm curious what they have to say right there. Hobson Creek. Follow marked channel to Hobson Creek. Water depths are at least 10 feet, 2/3 of the distance to the bridge. Great shore access for dogs. A bit tricky getting in, but plenty deep. Well, that sounds good. It's going to be nice to get out of this wind. It never really transfers over very well on film, but we're going into the wind all day today. Wind and a little current. Threading the needle. You can see how fast it starts to come up. I am thinking that if there's enough depth, we might have our own little protected cove right over here with a little beach even. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? I'm even thinking we might be able to beach it. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, wait till you see this spot, guys. Well, let's go. We've got a barge going by. And we've got our own little beach. How's this for an upgrade? We're gonna walk to town and we might come back after dark depending on how things go. So I wanted to show you this while I can. So I got some driftwood and some rocks, and same over here. Plus I have the anchor out just in case something did move the boat off the shore, and I'm going to show you just how deep this is so I don't have to worry about it being, beached later, because this just drops off. You can probably tell it goes into like 10 feet of water like almost instantly. So yeah, I guess we got our own little, it's more like a peninsula or a spit. Pretty cool. And it's close to town too. There's supposedly a dollar store up there gas station, liquor store. I didn't see a grocery store. We could use one, but sometimes a dollar store has something worth buying, but like treats, wavy treats. Anyways, let's walk to town. I'll take you with me. Stay tuned. I'm here, Beagle. I can see tracks coming in here, so people probably bring their four-wheelers side-by-sides down, but I bet today's too cold for them. I'm not gonna worry about it. Wavy, come on, come here. Let's go. Look. Yeah. Well-established little road here. I thought we were gonna have to do some bushwhacking to town, but we've got a road. That's the little neighborhood that we passed through from the water. Going up here towards the main drag. I think I see a gas station up there. This is a convenient little spot, nice and quiet too. There's the bridge that goes over the river, and it's got a bike trail right here, which is nice and convenient. And I see up there the yellow sign. Let's go get a treat. Oh hi, I'm Wavy Gravy, star of the channel, but you already knew that. So we went to that big yellow sign store. I just call it the treat store, and I even got to go inside this time, and that doesn't look like treats. I don't want ice cream. Whatever, just get what you want. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the right aisle. I'll take lamb this time. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, lamb. Okay, let's hurry up and get home. I don't care if it's raining. Let's just hurry up. Let's just go. I'll do some sniffing on the way home, and then we'll get back to the boat. And then when we get back to the boat, you can give me my treat. And okay, guys, thanks for being here. Wavy Street links below. Thanks. Well, good morning, fellow adventurers. It is a lot sunnier and warmer than I was expecting this morning. It's great. Solar panels get to charge up. The water did drop a little bit last night. You can see it was this line right here, so it went down however much that is, but I have learned my lesson. Finally, I think. You can see it drops off really quick and it goes really deep. The boat is up on its side a little bit, but it's just barely hung up on this little shelf. I'll be able to get it off no problem. And then I always have the Forest Tramper leverage trick if I need to. Probably that stick right there would get it off, so I'm not gonna worry. I'm also gonna fill up our driftwood firebox for the wood stove today. Lots of driftwood over there. I'm just pushing it off the shelf here just to show you how easy it is. There we go. Let's go fill the wood box. We're getting kind of low on wood for the wood stove. At home, I have a cordless battery-powered Sawzall, and I'm going to use it. That's what I'm going to keep on board to start making wood. It'll work great. I don't want to go out and buy anything new right now that I've already got at home. So for now, what I'm doing is I'm picking up this certain size that I can pretty much break over my knee, and if I can't, I can use my little hatchets to break them. I think you've seen it in a prior video. Or I also have a handsaw on board. So far this is working, but it's going to get a lot easier when I get my cordless Sawzall on board. So, but for now, what did they say? Wood heats us twice? I think it heats us more than twice, but Are you entertaining yourself?